All right. Um, okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Where were we? I think we got NixVim working via let's run NixVim. Make sure that still works. Yes, it does. So yeah, is there more to should we do anything more on NixVim, or should we move to something else?
I think we wanted to get at least Nix formatting, or there's this in general formatting. I have a suggestion on how to do it, but yeah, at least formatting working.
Okay, within the editor, you mean?
Sorry?
Within the editor?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, is that something you have set up in your infra repo?
Yes.
Okay.
There's more than one way to set up formatting,
mm-hmm.
and but in general, there's this concept that that there's like global formatting and local formatting.
Mm-hmm.
And local formatting, if it is provided by the project, right? If a project has an opinion on how it should be formatted,
Mm-hmm.
then that should be used
Mm-hmm.
instead of the global formatting. Because what if your global formatting for some language is different than what the project expects?
Yeah.
Then you make a contribution and it's rejected and it fails CI or whatever.
Right.
But how can a project specify, right, or declare what the formatter is, especially since there's projects often have more than one language involved?
Yeah. Yeah. The way that my project at work, which by the way, I can't remember. Did I send you the link to it? It was just recently open sourced.
I don't think so.
Okay, let me send it to you. This is our put it in the yeah. So I've seen it done a few different ways, but the way I currently use it at work is there's a build command that runs Clang format, and it's integrated with Bazel. But so I guess there are Clang format files in the repo, and then the trick, I guess, is that the Clang format file alone is not sufficient to fully determine how it should be formatted, because the version of Clang format you use can actually make a difference. So that ends up getting tightly coupled with the tool chain you're using, because if you're using some LLVM release, it usually comes with Clang format, baked into it somewhere. I didn't set all this up myself, but that's one way I'm familiar with. I'm not married to that, and it doesn't have to be I guess. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. It would be nice, I guess, if it. Well, yeah, I guess it depends. So the way it works in that context is you can run a command. I think it's something like bazel run / tools clang -format, something like that, and then optionally that will run the formatter on the entire repo, but it should be smart and only look at things that are changed. Or you can narrow the scope to just a specific target, which is a thing in Bazel that is, or a package, I guess is the name. So it's like a directory that contains a build file. Is how we are, that's how we have it set up. But that tends to not be super fast. So I think you probably wouldn't want to run that command on save or anything, but yeah, I don't know how you recommend. I'm open to your recommendation. I wouldn't say I have any strong feelings. I was just sharing with you how it's set up currently. And I have no editor integration with that. So like my typical workflow is I do some editing and then before I push a PR up, I'll run the formatter. But it would be kind of nice if it was formatted correctly as I developed.
Okay, so you touched on several things. You touched on one of them is performance. Another is just by the fact that you mentioned one specific tool chain, you kind of alluded to the fact that there are multiple languages. So with regards to multiple languages, that's what we did. We solved that in your infra repo. Remember?
Oh, right. So the NixVim, that isn't like, or TreeFumt. Yeah, that's
or officially TreeFMT. Sorry,
TreeFMT. Yeah, that is not language specific. That's, I guess, it assumes you have a file system.
It walks the
tree. Yeah.
It discovers the files and invokes individual formatters according to which ones are enabled, and there's excellent Nix tooling for it. And we have set it up with on unmatched fatal, so we don't miss any files.
Okay.
Make sure all files are formatted. And it also adds a check. If you do a Nix Flake show, you'll see the check. So that Nix formatting check is included in Nix Flake check.
Okay. And actually where is that controlled? And I guess that's not super obvious to me that would be happening, but I remember seeing it, but I don't remember how we enabled that.
The check?
Yeah. How does that get coupled with the Flake check? Nix Flake check.
Where's the enable here?
It does not appear to be in this file.
Can we see Nix Flake show?
Sure. What do you want me to search for?
Formatting check. Tree FMT there in each system.
Yeah.
Why does what is this tree FMT omitted?
That is a
Hold
good.
on, sorry. No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, why is the indentation for TreeFMT strange? You see that
Mm-hmm.
single?
Yeah.
Can you run it again?
Sure. Let me just get rid of blast, and then I will scroll up to see. Okay, so checks.
Okay.
Formatter.
So somewhere it is enabled.
Yeah, but actually, I mean, okay. Wait, we were just, oh, it's in,
You have
okay.
two.
We have modules formatting.nix, and then we have modules nix formatting.nix. So,
Oh,
uh,
that's wrong.
hang on. What table
So
is
line
it?
two.
Yeah, it's on the kitchen table, or on the kitchen counter. Okay, so let's take a look at this and see if we can modules nix. Okay, so here's,
On the left is
yeah, so that's where it's being enabled. Is there any reason not to put it?
no. It's enabling a specific program,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not enabling TreeFMT itself. In fact, nothing here is enabling TreeFMT itself. So
Maybe it's implicit. If you enable NixVim under TreeFumt, it enables TreeFumt. Or something like that, maybe.
that wouldn't be idiomatic. I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's possible, but it's not idiomatic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the docs, and you can do that as well. You can go to flake.parts website. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
What
oh, go ahead. I have a
you can take a look at the like text search, or on the left you can find TreeFMT there.
this one
There you
or
go.
yeah.
It is this one. And you would expect something like, so if you search for .enable, you'd see that all of them are programs.
Uh-huh.
So someone must have said, hey, you know what? Let's not have an enable flag, one less flag to worry about, or something like that, because it seems that that's the case here. Because I would expect a per system TreeFMT enable option, and I explicitly searched, couldn't find.
I mean, I guess if we set this one to false, we would expect
Sure,
if
yeah.
that theory is true, then so
Nix Flake show. No, it's still there. Right? There you go.
yeah.
It's like, you don't want it, don't import it. That's the
Okay,
attitude here.
that's the pattern. Okay.
That's not a terribly excellent pattern, because if you say, you know what, I want to like debug this for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
right? And by turning it off, so let's try doing that. And on the right, you see the imports attribute.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen if you comment that out? You get a bunch of option does not exist errors.
Yeah. Okay. And that's
So
coming
there's
from
no,
That's coming from my
Every single option
okay.
that has to do with TreeFMT
Yeah.
is now
Essentially,
not declared.
okay. So this line 10 is the first place that would be encountered, but on the left, line 2 would also be problematic.
Right. The order is not obvious, but
Yeah.
both of them will fail.
Mm-hmm.
The module system has this suboptimal behavior that it reports only one error at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay, so that was coming from the one on the left. Yeah.
It's actually you see it.
Oh no, it's still the Nix formatting one.
It well because they're both under per system TreeFMT.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but on the right, on the right here is modules for CI. So okay, it's coming from the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Which if I, what happened here? Okay, so that,
You see, so you'd have to do all that in order to disable it
right.
because it does not have an enable option, which is
Interesting.
strange to me.
Yeah. Okay.
But we can work with it. Not a big deal. So TreeFMT is already set up in this repo,
Mm-hmm.
and it is the nicest way that I know in which a project can provide to anyone its complete set of formatters.
Okay.
Now,
So just a project that say has multiple languages, if they choose to sort of provide the formatting choices in a way that TreeFumt can handle it, then you end up with like a very nice user experience for formatting whatever language.
I wouldn't quite phrase it this way because you said something like provide their formatting choices in a way that TreeFMT understands. No, they are provided in TreeFMT, right? It is TreeFMT configuration here
Mm-hmm.
that sets up formatting. That makes sense?
Yeah, well, I guess so. Okay, we have my infrastructure repo, but then say there's some other repo that's going to be a Rust like project or a a C++ project or whatever. That project needs to structure its sort of formatting choices in a way that, like, I guess if it's a Nix project, it would use TreeFumt and whatever language formatters are appropriate. But if it's a non-Nix project, I guess that's maybe outside the scope, or is it?
Well, TreeFMT is a program that does not know Nix.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be used outside of Nix. You can make a configuration file for it, and that works.
Okay.
But that solves part of the problem because, inside that configuration file, you'd have a problem of you'd probably, so let's say there's the formatter for Rust, or what did you say?
C++ or Python.
C++. Yeah, so you'd say something like Clang format. That's the formatter for this project, or some of the languages in this project. But then you'd have the classic problem that Nix tries to solve of, well, but where'd you get Clang format from? Which
Right.
Clang format exactly? So TreeFMT Nix solves that problem when you do programs rustfm enable or programs NixVim enable here under TreeFMT, you get that Nix goodness of not only is it known exactly which formatter this is, but it is also provided.
I gotcha.
So all a user or a developer working on this project would have to do is run. There are actually two ways to use the formatter provided by a flake. Now, what this does, see, flakes have a built-in formatter feature, and that's what TreeFMT Nix, the flake parts module, sets up. It sets up the formatter of the flake.
Okay.
Let's take a look at that. Let's write. There are two commands.
Yep.
Well, we already did Nix Flake show, and so if you scroll up, you should be able. Oh, this is after we have commented it out, right? Let's do it again. And
yeah,
here,
okay.
you see one output. This is the relevant output. Well, the check, right? The check is a check. It's not. It's arbitrary check. So it's not part of that special flake attribute. But the special flake attribute is called formatter.
Okay. This one here.
Right. So you could build it if you wanted to. You could do like Nix build.
And yeah, so I get.
And then maybe the system. Now under result, right?
Okay.
You'd have a formatter, right? But here is even so that's part of the interface, but let's see another part of the interface. You can try to run, well, another part of the interface we are familiar with. You remember NixVim, the command NixVim? So this is great for usage from the CLI, right? But when you're talking of an editor, where you want to do a format on save, then you really don't want to execute NixVim command.
Right.
Not like for two reasons, right? Can you think of two reasons?
It's kind of a big hammer, right? Like you're probably saving one file. I mean, I guess you could be saving all files if you had a bunch of edits and then you saved all of them. But yeah, like on large projects, I could imagine NixVim taking a while. So that's one reason.
Yes.
What would another reason be? I guess if there's a failure, I'm not sure what would happen. Like if there's an error in NixVim and that is executed on save, that could be kind of annoying in figuring out what happened. I don't know if that's the area or the other thing you were thinking of, or if there's something else.
Notice that NixFmt is not the actual executable, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the 3FMT executable.
Yeah.
That means Nix must evaluate in order to figure out what the 3FMT executable is.
Right.
So that's an additional computation that needs to take place.
Okay. Right.
To solve that problem, there's another command. In fact, NixFmt command is an alias to Nix Formatter run.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just like Nix, like that, literally.
Yes.
Okay.
Another command is Nix Formatter build.
Interesting. What is the build doing? Oh, that's just getting the build. That's the thing that presumably is the same thing as,
It is.
yeah.
And this, notice it gives you the path to the executable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So an editor can
Just,
like open a project and execute this. It will evaluate,
mm-hmm.
but then the editor can store this
Store
path
yeah, okay, that tool and path, yeah.
and run it on every save. What the interface for this is that it can be passed a path to a file, and it will format only that file.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bit more to it. I think there's something that has to do with exit codes, or to let you know, also some std error that it prints out to let you know which file, whether it did. I don't remember exactly, but an editor plugin would know, you know, that the editor plugin would know how to use this Nix Flake Formatter interface correctly.
Okay.
And Nix FMT has that behavior of how a Nix Flake Formatter command should behave.
Okay.
So for the cases where the project has a flake and the
Mm-hmm.
flake provides a formatter,
Mm-hmm.
we can prepare our editor.
Okay. I gotcha. Basically by running Nix Formatter build kind of on startup or something, and then caching this somewhere, and then using that on all subsequent, like passing that to the plugin such that that's the tool that it runs on when it deems formatting is necessary.
Fortunately, this already was implemented, and all we need to do is enable it. Yeah.
Okay. And that would be in
You should probably take a look at my repo.
Okay.
Where this is set up. I'll
Let's
try to
see.
find it for you.
Yeah, so it's
You've been to that file before.
is it under presumably
Here's
it's
the
under,
link.
okay.
It's under modules formatting.nix.
Okay. Let me just this file. Okay.
Flake modules, NixVim base.
Mm-hmm.
Plugins. I set my, let's skip that first line, the LSP key maps and LSP format, and
Okay.
look at none ls.
Okay.
None ls is okay. So NeoVim, you know what LSP is?
Yeah, language server protocol. Yeah.
Right. So NeoVim has that, as you must know because you are a NeoVim user. And LSP subsystem in NeoVim also supports the concept and the feature of formatting.
Okay.
In roughly what it means is that a LSP implementation can provide a formatter as well.
Okay.
Not only, a thing that reports on warning and errors and so on, but also formatter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but programs such as TreeFMT are not an LSP,
Right.
but they do provide a formatter, right? So that's what non-LS is for. That's where the kind of the word non comes into play. It's like trying to fit a square into a triangle socket.
Okay. Square peg, round hole.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like a wrapper for such things, and it provides its own set of built-in, I don't know what they call them, right? Like providers. Some of them are formatting providers.
Okay.
And one of them, like you can see here, is called Nix Flake Formatter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was developed by my friend Jeremy,
Okay.
who is also a Californian, and you'd probably get to meet him if you go to some Nix events over there.
Yeah, there was actually one I was not able to make it, but there was a meetup or something, not a meetup, some sort of hangout yesterday actually over in Santa Cruz.
He also gave a talk about this. If you're interested, I can send you the.
So let's see.
Here, I found the link. Chat, paste. Here's the short YouTube talk by Jeremy on exactly this. Hey, you want to disable this?
Yeah, the pop-up thing. How do I do that?
I can show you how to do that. You see the address bar?
Oh my god! Wow!
Pop-up attack.
Wow!
See the browser address bar?
Yeah.
If you go to Riverside,
yep.
And on the left of that, you have exactly that. The bottom one is no pop-ups and redirects are probably fine, but the bottom one is automatic picture-in-picture.
Yeah. Okay.
This exactly that won't happen again.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so this one. Okay, I will check this out. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so probably to start with, I want your
Well,
flake.modules.nixvim base, and then just
this
remove like.
is part of there's a bigger picture that you should probably understand
Yeah,
before we go on and
copy
adopt all
paste.
this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So Nix Flake Formatter is a built-in formatter in nonetheless,
Okay.
and it does exactly what we discussed. It discovers the Flake formatter and enables it on save. I mean that depends on. We can see what the rest of the settings here are, because what we want to do is we want to say, here's what I'm doing, right? What I'm doing is global formatters are disabled by default.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, I can have global formatters that are my preference of how I, in general, if the project does not have an opinion, or if there is no project, it's just a loose Nix file or a loose whatever file,
Yeah,
then I can enable some formatter for it. That's the useful thing to do, right?
sure. Yeah,
So
it's like
that's
your
what I do
default
here.
editor configuration or something like that.
And it's important that that is disabled by default, right? Because we don't want to go into some project that does have an opinion, edit, hit save, and the entire file is formatted differently.
Right.
So those formatters are disabled by default, and there's a key binding to enable them or to toggle this.
Okay.
Okay. However, the non-ls Nix Flake formatter is enabled by default,
Okay.
under the assumption that a project that provides a Flake formatter, expects it to be used.
Yeah. Okay. So if a project doesn't have a result for what was it, Nix formatter build, then this will not be enabled. But if a project does provide something for that, then it will use that.
Yes, exactly. That's what I have set up here.
Okay.
So now we can.
None
Yes.
LS, that is a plugin to NixVim. Is that right?
Yes, it's like it is a LSP, but not a real one.
Okay.
Technically, it is one, but
It's like a wrapper around invoking Nix formatter build to make that act like an LSP.
yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. What actually, do you know why they will just say non LSP? is there a reason for, I guess, not in language server? I guess, yeah. Okay.
Right. Yep. So here is where nonetheless is enabled and Nix Flake specifically enabled, and where right above that you have LSP format.
And this is basically saying don't enable anything by default. That's the.
Exactly.
Okay.
LSP servers to enable none. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But for formatting.
Right. Yeah, it's in the context of LSP format, which is, yeah. Okay. You could have an LSP enabled, but not have LSP for formatting. Okay.
I'm not sure to what depth I understand this, but it's like some details of it, but I know that
Sure.
it's been working for me. Like when
Yeah.
I read this now, it seems a bit suspicious because then, well, how do I have LSP formatting other than non-LS? But I do. So
it must be somewhere in the your configuration elsewhere, maybe.
yes, right below. But before we go below, let's go a few lines above to that key map for formatting through LSP.
This one?
Yes, this is not on save. This is just explicit.
Okay,
Use
space F.
LSP to format.
Okay. Okay. So if you're in a project that has Nix Formatter build and that has run and successfully cached it, at that point, you should be able to do space F and it will format.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll also
That's cool.
happen on save.
Okay. Okay. And the controlling the behavior of the on save, that's somewhere in the NixVim configuration, maybe.
Yes, it's probably LSP format that has on save by default.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's kind of funny
So,
that there's LSP and LSP format.
mhm.
Two
Yeah. So
separate plugins.
the have you heard of like NeoVim Kickstart videos? I think it was like,
Yes, I think I saw that.
yeah, it was like,
We had this a short discussion in which I have claimed that NixVim provides the most value out of all
yeah,
these different
yeah. So
options.
I want to get NixVim configured. I also have this perhaps misguided theory that I will find the time to dedicate to understand the magic, which ultimately is what drew me to Nix Cats and Nix wrapper modules, NeoVim, because it has a different philosophy. It's more like if you want to like fully be in control of your NeoVim configuration through the Lua files.
With NixVim, you can still be fully in control because you can still write arbitrary Lua.
Yeah.
And if you want to understand the magic, all you need to do is take a look at the generated Lua.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that was the big difference is that NixVim does a Nix to Lua generation step, whereas NixCats and the subsequent like successor of that doesn't do that. Which
Yeah,
kind of, I guess, yeah. Anyway, let's
it's a missed
continue down this path.
opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a explicit key binding. Now there are some more important key bindings below.
In this attribute for
Yes, key maps.
yeah, okay. Leader A, what is maps?
You see it options the description for
Toggle.
this.
Oh, okay.
It toggles auto formatting is LSP. So maybe this is like a bit of a misnomer because I think you'd still have. Actually, I'm not sure. It toggles auto formatting.
Okay. Yeah. LSP format.
No, I do think that it toggles only the LSP format auto formatting. Maybe you'd still get non-LS formatting. I'm not sure. We can try this. But this is what I've been doing. You see what it does? It require LSP format, and then it toggles LSP format disabled, and it gives you a message to know whether it's off or on. That's it. That's what it does.
Yeah. And then that's under. Okay, so this is just toggling this thing right here, basically, effectively. Or yeah, it's the LSP format. So enable means install this plugin. Here, it means like enable or disable the plugin, even though it's, or like turn it on or off, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything? So this is all under the context of NixVim, so there shouldn't be anything I don't already have installed or not. Like there's no additional inputs required for this to just work, presumably.
That's the magic of NixVim.
Yeah.
But we do have, I think, to do one thing. I think we don't have we where we enable NixVim. I think we don't have any module included, so we have to like do that as well.
We have NixVim in
Flake outputs.
Flake outputs. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay, so this module, what is this module telling this make NixVim with module? I guess that's, if it's empty, which it is now, it's, yeah, like I guess what is the argument?
No, you'll get the default
Whatever the default is.
NixVim. And NixVim, it uses the Nix packages module system, just like NixOS and Home Manager. So its argument is a PKG's instance and a module, a NixVim class module.
Okay.
The way we do that in Dendritic is we declare an option, and we have that option declared. It's flake.modules. And then in any other Flake parts module, we can add we can add more modules to that module. They will be merged in. You remember the deferred module type.
Right. Okay.
It merges module values by importing all of them into one module.
Right. Actually, I was having a thought about this, and I was wondering, so I know there's like this precedence used during merging, and I guess the way you can determine which, like if you were not aware that you were potentially setting an option that might also be set somewhere else, being able to detect when that happens and like which one is and ultimately selected? Is there a, I guess, does this ever come up where you're trying to set something, but it has a lower precedence than where it's set elsewhere, and therefore it's not set the way you want it, and you can't figure out why? Or does that not happen?
I've found that rare.
Okay.
It's not very often that two options are provided a value in different modules.
Okay. It's like a more of a theoretical problem than a practical one.
Yes, I can explain the mechanics if you'd like, but that would be a tangent right now.
Yeah, let's continue on this. Yeah, we don't need to go down that tangent right now. Okay,
So on this
yeah,
line, you're saying under the NixVim set of modules, config flake modules NixVim, line 11.
Yeah.
I will have a module called base.
Okay. Like use the module that's provided by this. Yeah. Oops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can name it however you like. I have a single NixVim module called base in which all of my other NixVim modules merge into.
Okay, so this base is that's this. Yeah.
That's right. You see that I don't have any other named NixVim modules. They all merge into base. That's because I don't have variants. I don't have different NixVim variants.
Okay.
If I wanted different NixVim variants, like, I don't know, a minimal one and a full one, then I would probably have two NixVim or three NixVim modules. One called base, another called full, or
Sure. Yeah, like
extras, whatever, something like that.
Yeah, like if there was some strong reason why a single configuration of NixVim was insufficient, then you could like create a new configuration essentially.
It's at this level, it's modules. It becomes a configuration when you evaluate a set of modules using such a function such as NixOS system or home manager configuration or make NixVim with module.
Okay. Okay.
Just terminology.
Yeah, no, it's good. So actually one question on terminology. So like from the modules tutorial, the simplest module is like something like like this.
Even simpler, not a function, just an empty.
Right. Yeah. So I guess that was actually my question. So like if you have no arguments, you can just omit this part, and that's like this is like like in the C world, a void function that returns void or empty in this case, I guess, which is not quite the same. But this is in the Nix world, this is a valid module. It's also
It's in the Nix packages world, right? The Nix packages module system is just an implementation inside Nix packages.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I was just like, so if you have something I think we had one for, I don't forget which file it was, but we didn't have any need for any arguments. And so I think
Correct.
at one point we just got rid of all of these things, and that's a valid module.
True. It's a shorthand, yes.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Just making sure
The Nix language encourages polymorphism.
Okay.
Because of its dynamically typed system.
Okay. So originally we had this as an empty module, and now we can define flake.modules.nixvim.base, or if we wanted to call it something else, we could, as you have done over here, and then refer to that in the line 11 of the Flake outputs.
True.
Okay. So, and that can end up being, so in this formatting, the modules formatting.nix, you have this NixVim base module, which contains things that pertain to formatting, but you may have some other aspect of NixVim that you would put in a different file that won't pertain to formatting, but would still would set things inside of NixVim base, some other plugins, for example, or other key maps, perhaps.
In the same module in a different
Yeah,
in a different Flake parts module, but merging into the same base NixVim module.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that's like I said, the only named NixVim module that I have is base. So everything goes into base.
Everything goes into base, but it does so from different files.
Yes.
Yeah. And each file is like logically contains things, formatting related in this case. Okay.
Another, because this is dendritic, so you can see that the same file that has to do with formatting, well, it implements formatting in the repo itself and in my NixVim.
And the repo itself is, what do you mean by that?
The first set of per system tree FMT.
Okay.
That stuff.
Okay. Okay. Okay, this makes more sense. So
you can split this into multiple files if you want to. You can say in the formatting directory, you have a file that says like this project or something like that. Maybe that's why I didn't do that, because it's like the naming would be not obvious.
let me see. Okay, let me just see if this works. And actually, to use that, I don't need to build anything. I just need to run NixVim, right?
Yes, which I find pretty neat.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember seeing this warning. Seems important.
This one?
Yes. I think we're missing turning on plugins.lsp. And we should probably turn that on in a different different module, different file.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess that would be a NixVim specific thing. So somewhere under the NixVim directory.
Yes, I'm going to search for that. Yeah, NixVim, LSP, lsp.nix. That's all I do there. I just enable.
Uh,
Modules, NixVim, LSP, lsp.nix. Or you could call it enable, because that's the only thing
yeah.
that happens there.
Okay.
Or you can do that. That's also reasonable. But as you can see, you still got the warning.
And that's because it's not in Git. Yeah. And maybe I'll, yeah.
Easiest thing to do is to do big N dot.
Okay. That gets rid of that other warning. Yeah. Okay. And as a way to test that this is actually, oops, you just close. Why is it? What is the newest page here? Okay. Okay. So one question: the startup time, is that because I had some changes to the Nix files and now they're cached into the tree or into the store, so the startup is a lot quicker.
Yes, there's evaluation and then there's realization.
Mm-hmm.
Realization is cached by having the store path, right, already existing.
Okay.
And evaluation under Flakes enjoys evaluation cache.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, so realization is the placement of derivations into the Nix store.
Well, of the out path of a derivation.
The output. Okay. And then prior to that, it's evaluation of the Nix files and everything that it references.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so let me see if this is so let's see. Weird. Weird. Do you know what I've never seen this here or this message. They don't do ignore, but I'm perplexed why I'm even seeing this.
This message, the untrusted code?
Yeah.
Well, this is about the non-ls Nix Flake Formatter built in, because it acknowledges that it will run arbitrary code.
Mm-hmm. So how did you infer that none ls is involved here?
I'm familiar with this.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. I'm just, it's not obvious that that's the case.
You're right. And PR welcome. I actually remember discussing this very experience with Jeremy the first time
Uh-huh.
I saw this.
Okay, so wait,
I
so
was
what
in a session with him the first time I saw this, and I gave him the exact same feedback that, hey, where is this message from? So we're in the same boat, and I didn't fix it either.
Okay. All right. Pass the buck. I'll see what I can do. So, but just to make sure I understand, the E dot is going to invoke, like, how does none ls come into play there? Like that, I would have expected, like, I guess,
So this was a result of E dot, of all things?
I think so. Yeah. Cause I used it to like browse the file system and then navigate to, I was just like, let me navigate to a Nix file and see if I can test out if the auto formatting stuff is like working.
This is triggered by opening a file.
Uh-huh.
I think any file, but E dot would open the some.
Directory here. Yeah.
So I have like here's one theory is that it wasn't really triggered by the E dot. Maybe it occurred asynchronously.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I do see that you already have a
A
file
file.
open.
Like, yeah. Yeah. If I do ignore or
If you do ignore, you lose it, right? You won't have the feature.
yeah. Okay, let me just try this again. So what did I do? I said I did E dot. So that worked. And then it was like I navigated to some random file. Yeah, okay.
Oh, so it's not a result of E dot. It's a result of you opening a file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Directory of trust is decided by name, not only by name, not content. But it's weird that it above has, you know, this, but
Mm-hmm.
that was several commands ago, right?
Um.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, because basically, like, it let me go into EDOT without any sort of message or error.
Mm-hmm.
Deny.
So now
So
you don't
yeah,
get a formatter
yeah. So if I do EDOT, that was fine with that, right?
because a buffer was not open. You see, this is triggered by a loading of the LSP. In this case, non-LS.
Okay. Okay. Oh, and it's somehow now it's saved that choice
Yes, apparently.
somewhere. um,
But this choice, this mechanism of trusting
mhm.
is a general. It's not a null ls thing, and it's not a non. Sorry. Also, null ls. It's confusing because
Oh, there's none ls and null ls.
not really.
Oh,
It's just historical. Non ls is a fork of null ls.
uh,
It says that in the README, but I think they should just replace all the strings, right, to say
yeah, yeah,
non ls because it's not like it's going to get unforked.
right. Okay, that would be an easy PR I might be able to do.
Please.
Okay. The thing I was trying to remember. Okay, so the space A. No, is that what is the leader set to by default? Is it space? Can't remember.
But it was space. Did you change it from space?
I didn't. I just wanted to just double check. Um,
I don't know what the default leader is. Maybe comma? But it's not going to do anything now because there is no formatter.
Okay. So actually, where's that setting, that choice stored?
A good question. I can ask an LLM. I
I'm
have
gonna guess
denied directory trust in me and Vim. How do I get again? Oh, there's trust command.
inside of NixVim.
Yes, it's a new Vim thing. Yep,
Okay.
trust command. Try without arguments.
Okay. Um, okay. So now it's in here. So hopefully that applies everywhere below. Okay. So now, so where am I? I'm trying to remember where we put the, no, where is it? Just glasses. Okay. So,
Let's try formatting.
yeah, so I guess, so leader A is the auto formatting toggle. I don't know what a leader is set to. If I type space A,
Try comma.
yeah, so comma A doesn't seem to do anything. How do I
Semicolon.
semicolon A? No.
I'll find out. Default NVim leader. It's /. No,
Okay.
backslash.
So, okay. Got it. So auto formatting is on. And so then if I, and okay, so if I just like mess up the formatting,
That's, yeah. I think
then
it'll
I
reduce it to 1 blank line.
so then I type space, so backslash F.
Save. Right.
Onset supports method is deprecated. Run check health. Should I run that?
This is probably, from the implementation of one of the plugins.
Oh, weird.
So you might find that somewhere, maybe LSP format, maybe the NixVim LSP setup. We don't know. And if you want, you can report that in NixVim project. Maybe it's already reported.
Um,
You can fix it in NixVim.
so yeah, okay, I'm a bit, so I have auto formatting toggled enabled, or it's enabled, but I'm unclear on the things that would trigger the auto format are supposedly
This
saved.
definitely will.
So if I've added some stuff and I save
Yep,
it, it's not formatting.
I see. That's right.
So something is if I have some weird, I've got some tabs and spaces that are.
No, that shouldn't. So here's a question.
Yeah.
You also have a format, right? A format key binding now?
Um,
Base,
this one?
base F? Try
Yeah,
that.
I tried that. It didn't do anything. So let's see, space F. Oops. Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Okay. What about, we did enable trust, right?
Yes, and I did
But
it at
nonetheless already failed. We need
um,
trust enabled when it starts up, right?
maybe. This trust thing is a new thing to me. I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Yeah, so try something like LSP restart or.
I mean, I tried quitting the editor and
Oh, you did?
yeah. So if I quit and then I rerun it, okay, and then I go back in. And yeah, so this has the funky formatting.
Mm-hmm.
\A formatting is off. \A again, it's on. Space F. Oh no, okay, that
But
worked.
this,
Don't know
I
why.
don't think it has to do with the state of auto formatting. Try
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
try this. Try disabling auto formatting.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. It has nothing to do with it. So the state
Right.
of the auto formatting off is independent from this setting. I don't know why that space F was not working before.
Wait.
Um,
Auto
but
formatting is definite. Auto formatting has to do with saving, right? Format
yeah,
on save.
yeah.
So try that.
So to confirm it's on, and then I do, okay. So that both work. I'm not sure why they weren't working before, but they seem to be working now.
I think it's about the trust.
Okay. I'll trust you on that.
Nice.
Okay. So
And with form auto formatting off.
yeah, if I mess something up, add some, oh, great, enough save that. That does not
Okay. Yeah.
save it.
Good.
And then if I do space F, it does do it. Okay. Okay. So that, and it seems auto formatting is enabled on startup. So that's um, a default somewhere. Okay. So now just to make sure I understand this, the format, whether it be auto formatting or through the space F format, both of those are using the Nix, like the result of Nix formatting build, which built on the stuff that we set up for the
I
repo.
think they use whatever LSP formatters are available.
Okay.
And that's why LSP format, LSP servers to enable is none.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think if you were in a project that didn't, or not in a project, right? So you definitely don't have any of that nice Nix Flake font.
Yeah, like you clone some non-Nix project and you're navigating the files, maybe making some
Mm-hmm.
edits or something. Yeah.
Then you won't have auto format. You won't have formatting at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
You'd
that's
have to
because,
enable them somehow.
right. Yeah, you would need to
Do you want to
like,
try that?
um, sure. I mean, is that reasonably straightforward?
Yeah, just make an, well,
I guess what are my choices here?
um, well, none of them is installed by default in
Uh,
at all, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You don't even have any LSP servers.
Oh, okay. Yep. So before you can enable something, you need to like mention that LSP server somewhere.
Yes.
I guess, yeah, the ClangD LSP server would be a nice one to enable or to ensure is like, yeah, installed as enabled, installed, whatever the appropriate term is.
Yeah. Why don't
So,
we do that?
sure.
Do you want an intermittent commit?
Yeah, probably not a bad idea. Yeah, is there anything else on this before I do a commit, or is it pretty much, yeah, that's okay. So I'm cooking. So okay, so if it is this number please held to the uh options. Right, it's enable. Okay. Okay. So if we want to do install ClangD,
Let's first decide what file this will be in.
yeah.
May I suggest?
Here, yeah, absolutely.
Modules. Oh, well, now I'm not sure what, if it was a language, I would have said modules Rust, or sorry, modules languages Rust.nix. But this is not a language. It's more like a tool chain, right? Like a compiler. What do you call it? A compiler or a tool chain?
Yeah, ClangD, I guess it's a tool within a tool chain. It's kind of like, you know how you have the compiler, the linker, the object
Clang
copy.
D. So Clang
Yeah.
is the tool chain, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe modules, tool chains, Clang. Or if it's a big enough thing, you can just do modules Clang.nix.
Let's try this. It sounds good. I can always organize things.
I
One
wouldn't make Clang a directory because I don't think you'd have many things in there. I think you would have just modules, toolchains, clang.nix.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. My son wanted to know if he could do screens. So I'm setting an example for him where I can't say no to that. Oh, sorry. Lost my train of thought there.
Create the file, modules, toolchains, clang.nix.
Yeah. So let me just, I'm used to typing but actually, if I wanted to, I can just do this, or do I need to like escape it? Yeah, okay, no, that works. It forwards command line arguments like normal, right?
I think it forwards the flags that if it's a flag that it knows, then it will probably
You have to
use
like
it.
escape it with a double dash and then everything after that or
Yes.
something. Yeah. Okay. So
It'll be flake.modules. .nixvim .base.
That's right.
Adder set.
And then this is going to be, so I guess just,
open up the NixVim documentation.
yeah.
Now on the left, under options, go to LSP. Not here.
Well, what am I doing
It does not collapse.
Apparently not.
Just scroll down.
Okay. Yeah.
And on the left again,
Servers.
servers.
Okay. It's going to be ClaimD. Yeah. Okay. So
Click that.
LSP.
Click ClaimD.
Yeah.
You get a page. You get all the options.
Okay. So probably want this one. Okay. Oh, you did some nice formatting for me there. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, what else do I have here? Package.
The module does not need to be a function.
Mm-hmm. Because it's got no. Yeah, so okay, so it'd really only be if I was like referencing config or packages or something like that.
Or if you need lib, that's.
Or lib, yeah, I forgot. That's the other big one.
Or inputs. So you can see that the package has a default.
Mm-hmm.
Defaults tend to be sane.
Unless you're using C++.
Okay, I'll believe you on that.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
also teach Rust, by the way.
I've heard that you mentioned that. I took a Rust like 2 or 3 day workshop, probably 2015, and then haven't used any of it since.
Oh, that's
But
pretty early.
yeah, it was very early. It was like this guy at Apple was a Rust evangelist, and they were. I think Swift was still pretty young at the time, but a little bit more mature than Rust, maybe. And he was really pushing for Rust, so he was basically doing workshops and stuff. So I convinced my manager that I should be able to go to one, and it was cool. But I haven't had a chance to really use it for anything. So, but yeah, that'd be fun. One thing at a time, though. Okay,
Let's
so
try it.
yeah, so that should be hopefully it. So,
What I usually do when I iterate this way is I keep one open.
okay. Let me just, yeah, so let me go.
I mean, you can always use Git to like revert your changes, stash them, whatever, but
Yeah. I'm just gonna, okay, so let's see, so you keep one open when you say that, you mean you keep one NixVim open and you like reopen it, and see if that effect took place.
yes, I think you should open a C project now in this one?
Yeah, that's a good call. Let me see. What do I have? I don't think I have anything locally. Let me clone that repo I shared with you. Because that should be, now that it's open source. This just got open sourced, like as you can see. Well, maybe you can't see from this. Actually, no, does it only have one commit? Yeah, it has a single commit. They had to do a squash commit, but I did get them to keep the history, or keep the authorship visible. So even though it has a single commit, there's at least authors' names. They initially were going to release it without anyone's name, and I was like, please don't do that. Okay, so let's do, okay, so what do we want to do to test out? Is there a way to check if the LSP server is yeah, what I guess, what do we want to test here? Should be able to do, like, that didn't work. So auto formatting is on, and if I save this, I would expect it to probably pull that to the front, but it's not doing that. I don't know if that's because
That's on purpose.
That's on purpose?
Yeah. Remember, we said something like, the only way we get formatting without us doing anything is through a flake formatter.
Mm-hmm.
If the project does not have a flake formatter, we need to enable exactly that line.
Mm-hmm.
We need to enable a formatter.
Okay. So can this be a list? I guess it should, yeah. That'd be under the NixVim documentation, right? Was it SP? SP format.
Isn't it?
Oh, okay. There it is. Servers to enable all none list of, okay. So, okay.
But this is the Nix, right? We want it runtime. We don't want to change this configuration. We like this, or at least that's
Right.
That's how I
Okay.
suggest.
Yeah. So I guess where do we want to enable the Clang D's LSP server?
I'm asking an LLM here how to enable an LSP formatter, an NVIM LSP formatter at runtime.
It's like essentially on file type detection or something, as opposed to, yeah, okay.
Or maybe go into the source code for NixVim and
Okay.
see what that sets.
What do you mean? See what that sets? Like search for file type or search for LSP?
LSP format. Maybe the first. No. LSP service to enable. Remember that option?
Mm-hmm.
52.
Yeah.
You see, it's an enum, has none, all,
Mm-hmm.
or a list of
Language
strings.
servers.
Now let's see where that is used, where that value is used.
Where this LSP servers to enable.
Mm-hmm. And then we will learn the NeoVim part of this, right?
Arlo? Get your seat. Okay. Can you get your seat? Your evening is 7, okay, you have 15 minutes and then you got your.
This is just in this file. Are you thinking somewhere else in the project?
No. Let's take a look at that. Did you decide that that's not relevant?
So, okay, that's the option. This is in the config, checking if it's all.
This is under the on attach, line 85. So this is setting the value of the LSP on attach. So that happens when an LSP server is attached to a buffer, because that buffer has the correct file extension, right?
Mm.
So presumably this will run in our case. So this becomes in. See the in? This is a let in.
Uh-huh.
So let's look at the in lib make if
So it's
the
not
LSP service is not none.
Raplua.
Require LSP format on attach. Okay. Client
Buffer.
buff number. So if,
but where's
what is Raplua?
yeah, that
Line 91. So it takes some Lua, that line of Lua.
uh-huh. Yeah, so like
And
this is Lua,
yes.
which is passed in here.
Mm-hmm. And if it's all,
It just uses this.
yes.
Otherwise, if it's a list, then
If Vim list contains,
to
turn that list to Lua client.name. The current client
uh-huh.
.name. Then that attach the set the on attach.
You got about 15 minutes.
remove suffix. Okay, what is the? I guess I'm confused what the purpose of this if is. This is because ultimately, if it's true, then it's going to basically grab this without the new line, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not true, yeah. So this condition, what is the predicate here actually doing?
It's if the current client name, like ClangD,
Mm-hmm.
is in the list of LSP servers to enable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then require LSP format on attached client buffer.
Okay, but I guess I'm confused. Where does the file type handling come into play? Or does it?
That list contains.
But how does it know the file type of the current buffer? Like that list, the LSP servers to enable.
That already happened.
Oh, that did. Okay. I guess somewhere else.
Yes, and in fact, the LSP server is already attached, or I think it's already attached.
Okay.
So the Lua line on 188, it requires the LSP format plugin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it sets the on attach. Now, I'm guessing that this on attach function also kind of works retroactively. Because again, I presume that the attaching already occurred.
Okay.
So I think what we can try is just running that line.
This require line.
Yes, all of that.
I guess will buffer number and clients, what will those need to be set to? Or are those
Are those globals?
yeah, I don't know. Are those things that are, let's see.
Or are they provided in on attach? Right?
It might be something inside of Vim or NeoVim. Like they might be special.
Try it.
Yeah, they must be because they're not.
I'm not sure. This could be composing Lua code, right?
Mm-hmm. So if I do that,
well, not quite, because this is, you need to kind of execute Lua.
Yeah, what's the way you do that? Is it like
maybe this way? Yeah, it's you can't access client here.
Okay, because at the end of the day, this is all being assigned to the on attach, right? So like,
yes,
yeah. Okay, so I guess LSP on attach is a Lewis setting, I presume. So, you know, well, okay, so I guess we were looking at whether to change the LSP servers to enable to something other than none. And
I'm saying that's not a good idea.
Right.
Because that's a global decision, not a per project decision.
Yeah. So I guess then the question is like, how do you enable the right LSP based on the file type that your current buffer is, the file type that the current buffer.
Yes. Well, we can dig into this if you want,
Mm.
or we can do something else.
Well, how do you, with your
I'm not sure that
setup?
I solved it now that we are looking at this stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like with your setup, I guess, obviously I would guess you have Rust, your LSP configured for Rust, is that right? And then maybe Nix as well?
I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to do something like open my editor on some file.rs, for example. Well, actually, that won't work because inside there, I don't even have. No, let's try it. That might work. So that's open, and I can do fn main. And then I can confirm that when I save, I have no formatting.
Yeah. So that was on a Rust file?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I can toggle auto formatting, but it starts out as on, so that doesn't make sense. And I should have. Oh, I see that my space is not. Is it really space?
It might have, maybe that was supposed to be leader rather than space. I don't know. That's what you're asking about what was it set to for space, like
I know why it's not working. Because it is bound. I'm trying it and it's not working. It is bound only under LSP. So that means the bindings occur only when an LSP server successfully attaches.
I see.
And that's just not the case. In my case, I can probably
So the
make it the case.
LSP key maps LSP buff dot, like this setting, you're saying is only that's only in effect if you're working in a buffer that has an LSP attached, I guess.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so that's why our experiment in the C++ header file didn't work, because we have not attached an LSP.
I found it. I found all the answers.
All right, hit me with it.
Okay, so what I just did is made sure that I have the Rust toolchain in my shell, in my path available. And then I opened up a Rust file, and saving it does not format it.
Okay.
Okay. But space F does format it.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. That's the desired behavior.
Is that because you've disabled auto formatting by default for Rust files or something?
So that auto formatting toggle is only for The LSP servers that
it's
are enabled. Does that make sense? It's only for non-LS apparently.
right. But okay.
Why? Why though?
Right.
Do we understand why? Because
I,
what it
that's the
does
point,
is
but I don't understand why.
LSP format, right? LSP format enable. It just toggles LSP format enable. So even though I can do space F, it does not work through LSP format. It uses.
But you have this set to none, which means the auto formatting through an LSP will not occur. Is that right? Except nonetheless will for Nix files. Or no? Am I terribly confused?
The question is why space F, which is bound to just format, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a command, right? It's an LSP. It's an LSP. It's like a shorthand for an LSP function. I think that's what's happening there.
Yeah.
So those are two different mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
So the auto format toggle, this auto format toggle, is for LSP format, right? Remember, there's LSP plugin and there's LSP format plugin.
Okay. And yeah, so this auto formatting is for LSP format.
Right. And the space F is LSP.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they don't affect it. You can still call. You still have LSP servers, but you don't have LSP format servers.
Right.
So the way the setup works is the only LSP format server is
Mm-hmm.
non-LS.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a deficiency in the setup, and the deficiency is that auto format works only in LSP format. Otherwise, if you are not in LSP format, you have only the space F key binding to use
Mm-hmm.
formatting.
Okay.
So sorry, this is as far as I got. I'm sure this can be improved.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a deep hole. All of this stuff. Okay. I think we probably ought to call it for now, but I guess I also scheduled another meeting on Monday. Maybe what we could try to do on Monday is finish up. Well, yeah, I don't know. At some point, it would be nice to get Home Manager set up so that I could have some of this stuff. I mean, NixVim or NeoVim, however I choose to use it, that's like a multi-year journey of refinement to get it to the desired state. So maybe getting it to, a state we're happy enough with that we can make progress with some other Nix things would be good.
I'm writing a task for myself that I would be able to enable auto formatting for at runtime. For non-flake. Okay. Yes, we can enable setup home manager. We should also place this NixVim inside your home manager as well.
Right. Yeah. I would like to understand like how to I guess place this NixVim into home manager or into NixOS. I don't have a Nix Darwin, or I don't have a Darwin setup, but like if we had this set up so that it could go into both NixOS and home manager, then that would be like a useful experiment, because then I could start actually using that in my other machine, which I have running Ubuntu with Nix installed.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. All right. Well, I will stop the share.